So what's funny is the screen, like I was clicking, like I clicked the timer and then I clicked go live and it just spun. I'm like, this like the one night for the internet to act up is just like.
Right.
So hopefully I can get through it. If I skip somebody in the chat, I'm not doing it personally. It's because of my internet. I'm blaming it on the internet tonight, and it's just it's crazy. So welcome Tuesday Takedown. I haven't taken down anything in like 3 weeks. So but we have the king of takedown death piles with us tonight, Joey Bada Bing.
Let's go.
How are you tonight?
Dude, I'm great. We just filmed a podcast a little bit before this live right here with you guys, and that should be out maybe by tomorrow or in a couple days with Josh, Harry Tornado, and Drew Profit Monsters. If you guys haven't heard that already, go check it out. It's fun. We have a fun time. But yeah, I just did that, had dinner, and let's go. I love the let's go paper on the back. I laughed when she joined in, so that was awesome.
So did you have your chicken and broccoli like Drew said last night? That's what you eat?
Well, I had grilled chicken and some Caesar salad. That's all I eat. I like to eat healthy.
That's good. We started a diet, so this is our second day. So it's just
nice.
Yeah, it's nice in a way, but
so you started Monday, the Monday blues.
Yeah, we did the same. We're doing the same one that Baldy Pile just did. So
okay, cool.
Right now we're in that sugar detox, and
okay,
it stinks.
It's hard. I mean, like I've never drank a full cup of soda in my life. I mean, I know what it tastes like. I've tasted different drinks like Mountain Dew or Coke, but like, even like for my mom, like she drinks soda, but like not to call out my mom, but it's hard to get rid of something that you love, so I'm easy at that. I could just say I'm done. I just that's how I am. I just say that's it.
Wow.
No addictions.
So the first question, people were hitting me this morning and they said you got to ask them, how do you feel about your competition on Monday nights now?
I heard about that. I heard about that last night. I was like, I'm not a person. I didn't even know I was going to hit with this question. It's
you may be besides Monday Night Football,
right? I mean, everyone's missing out on Monday Night Football. But that doesn't really bother me. I am who I am. If you want to watch him, you can. If you want to watch me, that's good too. For me, I feel like I provide as best motivation possible to make the person list their items and just motivate them to make money. That's all that I'm here for. I'm not here for competitions. I'm really here for having fun, doing something that I love. I love being live and talking to everybody in the chat. So that's just who I am, and I'm very humble. So I just appreciate the competition. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but I'll make it work.
You were our competition for a while when we were doing
really?
our shows on Monday. Yeah, we always joked. We said, "Well, everybody's over at Joey." So
I'm sorry, I had no idea. When did you start going live on Mondays?
Well, we did Mondays for a while, and then we decided to stop doing Mondays because of Monday Night Football. Because I do like to watch football games too. So
I'm a fantasy football guru.
Yeah, it's everybody has lives though now. So
yeah,
that's the way I look at it. Is everybody has lives. So you're gonna step on somebody's toes here and there, but you just have to do your own thing and have fun with it.
When I started doing the lives, I mean, I feel like I've been doing it for a while now, like a year and maybe almost 2 years. I've been doing the lives every Monday night at 9 p.m. I never knew which day to do it because Kat had hers on Tuesdays.
Yep.
I think she's live right now.
She is.
But it's hard. It's not easy. But I mean, if you just stay consistent and keep doing what you do, and if people love it, they'll come by and they'll love what you're doing. So just keep at it and don't stop. I mean, if you love this, for me, I say it's not about the money. I say it's because it's just pure happiness. I mean, if you see people in the chat excited to list every Monday night with me, that's all I'm worried about. It's just people having fun, getting away from maybe their craziness in their life, and come in, smile. We can joke around, me and Drew, and have fun. It's like I'm hanging out with my best friend, but I'm hanging out with you guys as well. Just listing and just making money. I mean, I'm listing, it's not as much. I'm going to amp it up because I guess now I have competition. So I'm competitive. So game on.
That's crazy. Yeah. I hopped in last night. I was like, I'm going to list. And then I was like, I'm too tired to list. So I didn't list anything, but it was always, it's neat. It's nice how you go through the chat and you do try to interact with everybody. And
I interact with every person that I see in the chat. It's very hard to keep up with a lot of people in the chat. I try my best, but I'm all about the people, really. I care about my subscribers because that's who's watching. They take their Monday night to hang out with me and Drew. It means the world to me because I've grown it to be what it is. So I love it. It's my passion. I love being live. I could do it all day. I could sit here and just go live every day if I could.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be fun. I mean, I think you can interact with your subscribers more doing a live instead of just them commenting on a video and whatnot. Yeah. And I know I don't want to speak for Angie, but I've had a blast doing this. Most of the time, I mean, there's some nights it's like, I really don't want to do this, but then you get on and it's like, this is a blast.
Yeah. Just to see people just say whatever they want to say, really.
Exactly. And they're taking their time out of their day to come watch us.
Exactly. And that's what I love about it is that they enjoy the content creator, and just have fun with it,
Yeah. I was going to say that when you're talking about all the different shows, don't you ever feel like it's kind of like watching TV? You just flip the channel, kind of flip back and forth.
Yeah, it is like watching TV. It's like reseller TV, So
right. And I jump on your show and I'm like, oh, the guys are doing push-ups. Oh my goodness! Wonder how many there's going to be.
She wanted us to do that tonight, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Come on!
I'll fix the camera. I'll go behind my desk here and do some push-ups.
I was thinking for everything that I list, Joey should do a push-up.
I did want to pull this out though for you.
Yo, I love that.
I found it at a yard sale, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, we're Disney fans too, so I think I'm gonna end up keeping it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love Goofy, man. I'm wearing a Goofy shirt right now.
I tried to find my Mickey shirt, but I couldn't find it. But the one thing, because how far are you from Disney?
I am like 2 hours away.
Okay, so that's not too bad. Have you ever sourced at Disney?
I know Drew does. Drew, I don't have the time. Like when I'm there, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm like a little kid. I just want to have fun at Disney. But I've looked stuff up before. Like usually they have like certain backpacks. Like they just had the 50th anniversary. I couldn't make it out there on like the drop date, but I know my buddy dealing with Dalton. He lives like 15 minutes away from Disney. So he went there and grabbed like the backpack and some Crocs and some shirts and
even the magic bands.
Magic bands. Like there's so many things you can sell, and especially that's the 50th year anniversary. Like that's really cool, So
well, I mean, because I was thinking you guys have the discount stores down there too. So probably
there is, but it's like more authentic, like that is coming from Disney.
Well, I mean, but those discount stores from Disney, you could probably buy it cheaper, then maybe resell it too.
You could, but also with the I was about to say the reseller pass, the Disney pass, you get like 20% off for merchandise. Okay. So that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, there was a couple people we watch who go to Disney all the time. So
yeah.
You see them, and then they show you, and it's kind of nice too. It's kind of nice because when we do go visit, you kind of see the ins and outs, and you might see something that you've never seen before. So
right,
that's one thing. Because the one video that my kids loved was whenever you did your What Sold video from Disney.
Oh, dude, I've been wanting to do that forever, and with the COVID happening and stuff. I couldn't go, and I was like, bro, I just want to make one video at like Disney, like riding the rides and riding Space Mountain, be like, I sold this, let's go, and just ride the ride, and even though you can't see anything in Space Mountain, you could kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. But Yeah, I love making videos. I can't wait to get back into doing them. So,
and also, I'm not skipping anybody in the chat. My internet is completely acting up. So I think when I click on somebody, it's taking like an hour for it to show up. So that's why I'm not highlighting the chat. Like I just clicked on one, something I just put on in. So
yeah, because
that's why I'm not.
To me, it kind of goes in and out too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what anybody else is getting, or is that just me?
No, that's why everybody. I restarted 5 times, so
Oh,
I'm not sure why.
Is it something in the area, or
see?
is it something that your specific one's been bothering?
Yeah, it's probably just me on a random Tuesday night that it's doing it. So that's why I'm actually responding to the chat from my phone. As you can see, I'm watching this on our phone too.
Oh, gotcha.
I actually didn't think my computer was going to start up at one point, and then I'm like, then what am I going to do?
Oh man, that would have been bad.
Okay, yeah, so Joey, you got to give us all your secrets. You have to tell us how many things on an average day do you list? Just average. Like, do you try for a certain number?
Right. Minimum, we try to shoot for, right about like 15 at our lowest. I like to just list everything that I have, again, it's been pretty crazy for me for the last month. But I whenever I get something, we just list it, like literally just list it and just get it listed. I mean, you have it, unless, I'm full-time now, so it's different. Like this is my job. But, before I would be like, I'll get it later, or, or whatever. But this is my full-time job and I have to be consistent. It's just like making YouTube videos. Like you need to be consistent if you want to grow, so,
right.
You have to list every day. Like there's no choice. Like, and our numbers is like, 15 a day at the minimum. Like if we list more, we'll list more. But definitely 15 listings. We kind of have what we do is, we'll have the listing, and I like to create the listing first and then take pictures. I don't know why. Maybe people do it different. Yeah, I do it backwards, I guess, according to everybody.
I do pictures first, but
right. So like,
I think it just depends on what you're doing.
Right. So like, I have to see the item. Like if I'm selling this PlayStation 4 controller, I have to look at this item and be like, all right, what's wrong with it? Because I can't I don't like looking at pictures on my phone. I want to see it. If anything's wrong with it, I tested it, whatever. I just want to make sure that everything is put. And then after I just take the pictures, put the listing on and just hit list. Like that's how I like to do it. Because I'm a visual learner instead of like reading and looking at and going back, like, because I list on my phone. So if I go back to photos and I'm like, what number was it? Was like A5312 for like the number to look up. And I'm like, I want to just look at the item and be like, it's right here, so that's how I do it. But yeah, we shoot for about 15 listings per day. And yeah, that's what we do. What about you?
So you don't have a death pile then?
Well, I buy stuff, but I right now it's not really I don't consider it a death pile. I call it my money pile because like that's my money, so
right.
Just keep listing. Like even just last night, I had no idea about the competition thing, but my live last night, me and Drew were just constantly just saying, keep listing. Like I would be like, yo, I'll put myself on the solo layout. And I'm like, yo, guys, list right now. Like get listing, like get motivated. Like that's what the live is all about. It's not about competing and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just keep working hard. Like we're here to make money and support our families and make memories and go to Disney, so that's what my life's about,
So how do you list? So when you do a live, whenever I've done a live and tried to list, I can't do it.
It's hard. I mean, dude, you got 100 and I got 130 to 150 people per live, and it's like I can't keep up with it. Like the chat's flying and I'm trying to list at the same time. You just gotta multitask, like literally just get the listings done. And I already with Mondays I try to already do the pictures and have the listing kind of created, and then just fill out what I know, like the price and stuff like that. and then just get it listed, because it's really difficult. I mean, if you're trying to talk in the chat and be attentive to, me and Drew are talking, or, it's difficult. It's definitely not easy. So
I was going to say, do you ever make any mistakes? Like, have you been one of those people? Do you ever do offers during the show? Because I've heard people that will be like, oops, I meant to offer him 100. I offered him 10.
Right. I've actually never done that. I'm thankful I've never done that.
Wow.
But for me, like I have to make sure before I hit list that everything is filled in correctly. Like I'm not a perfectionist. Like I just want things right. That's all,
Just right. Yeah.
Next, Angie, we're listing.
What's that?
Next week we are listing.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll have my pictures taken.
Yep.
There you go.
Exactly. I'm gonna have all the pictures
taken. I have a
bunch
of pictures taken, but I'm recording on my phone, and I list with my phone. So.
Yeah.
See, I list from the computer, so.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, and I've heard that that's a much better way to do it, but I don't even know if I would know how to list with the computer.
Me neither. We actually talked about that in the podcast with Josh and Drew. We were talking saying it's actually easier to list on the computer, but I'm not computer. Like I know how to use it, but my phone, I'm just like boom, 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 boom. Like I just list it, cross list to Mercari, and then I'm good. But it's all about learning and just overcoming and adapting to your situation. But yeah.
Do you do free refunds? Do you do refunds for 30 days? Like what do you prefer?
I prefer, at least 30 days. I've had someone, it was 45 days and someone wanted to return something. I said, look, you had 30 days to return this. I'm declining it. And that was the first time I've ever declined a return, but that's not my fault. They're saying that the shoes are heavy. I'm sorry. Like you had 30 days to walk in them, so.
Yeah, that's something. It'd be different if they said, the seam busted out and I've only worn them 3 times in the last 45 days or whatever.
Right.
That's, like you said, that's more on them than it would be.
So.
And then even really with the shoe, it's not your fault that it would break out either. But I just mean that I would think you'd feel a little bit more sorry for them.
I would
to break out,
but it's different now because I have this is my business now and I have to treat it as a business. They had 30 days. They talked to me in 45 days. It's an extra 2 weeks. Maybe they didn't wear the shoes until the 45 days, but that's on them. Like that's why people don't usually read the description, or they don't usually read how long you have on returns. And that's why they have that set in when you create the listing. And we have it like auto set where you have 30 days to return. And for international, I actually declined international returns because it takes forever to get back, so I just and if they buy international and there's something wrong with it, that's on them. But I know that I test my stuff and make sure everything's right. Usually like international stuff are like kind of like weird items, like let's say like I sold a vintage Connect like roller coaster, like like the little Connects that you make into a roller coaster. It was from like the 90s. And I put in the description that it's not fully complete. All the pieces aren't there, but I provided that all of them mostly are. And they bought it, and I've had no returns anything on. Well, they can't because I decline them, but I don't decline them. I just don't put them that they can return it, so.
Well, and they could push it through eBay if it was appropriate, but eBay is going to decline that because it's not, it was in the description in general.
Exactly. And that's why you have to pay attention with that as well. Like I said, listing on a live, you have to make sure that you're putting in the right details. And if you mess up, that's your own fault, but that's why I try to be very diligent and like really focus on the listing, because that can bite you in the butt if you don't, put, hey, all of them there's 1,000 pieces, but there's only a 975. So, you really have to just be honest. That's the biggest thing about eBay, is just to be strictly honest. If you see that the left shoe, if you have a pair of shoes, there's a left, scuff mark by the upper right toe, like just do it. Like,
right.
Yeah. Like just don't lie. Like, it's just like in relationships, don't cheat, don't lie, like just be honest. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. And communication. I mean,
That's
with eBay, it's not hard. There have been times where I've sold stuff with like a big piece of something missing, and I just go ahead and send them a message before I even mail it out. And I'll say, hey, I just want to double check. I had this really nice antique frame that had should have had 4 leaves, and it had 3 out of the 4. And of course I gave a discount, but a lot of people aren't looking for that. They're just like, ooh, it's this.
Right.
And so I sent a message to the woman, and she was like, oh, it's so sweet of you to ask, but no, I saw that. And I was like, good, because I didn't really want to get a return all the way from California.
And that's the thing too, is a lot of people don't read the description.
Yeah.
So they see that picture, then they hit buy it now, and that's it. And yeah,
I don't think people even look at the pictures, because I looked at something today and it had a big chip like in a cup, and it wasn't even in the description, but it was in the pictures. And I thought, oh, this is a return just waiting to happen. They didn't even describe it. I was looking for a cup. Oh, I didn't bring it. I did get one. It was pretty cool. It says The Boss. I got it from Dominic over there in Primetime Treasures. And I was like, I'm so proud of myself, because now I'm the boss of myself. But I went full time, but so far it's not. It's about the same as part time, but I am much more committed. I'm committed financially. I'm committed time wise and everything. But
just keep working hard.
It's slow going.
Just keep working hard. Yeah. You'll definitely do it. Just keep listing and just keep working hard, even if it takes, you staying up later or waking up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
A good person to look out for is Hustle and Hooks. I mean, that guy, Dean, wakes up at 5 o'clock every morning, goes to bed at like 1 a.m. It's crazy. The guy doesn't even sleep. He's a robot. But work hard. I mean, if this is what your dreams and aspirations are, reach for the stars. That's what I did. I created so much knowledge in my own brain to learn and do research and watch other YouTubers and learn different brands and learn different things to be successful. Like, I didn't just say, Mom and Dad, I found the $1 million, answer. It's a lot of hard work, and there's,
there isn't one anyway.
Right.
No. You got to work for it. I mean, if it's going to stick around, because even if you became a millionaire tomorrow, you'd probably squander it anyway if you don't have that integrity behind you to back that up.
Exactly.
At least that's my thought. And I don't know. Right. Maybe there's a few people that wouldn't, but.
Yeah, the Hoogs said that they've been selling a lot of boots lately because it is getting cold. And actually, it's funny. I actually sold 2 pairs of boots within the past 2 weeks too, and they were kids' boots. So now's that time to. But I also thought too, I don't do shoes that much, but when I do, I mean, they're still going to sell because there's places around that stay warm all year long. So I think you're definitely going to do it.
I have a couple pair of cowboy boots that I've got to get listed, because even though it's not like rodeo season or like riding horses season, more people wear cowboy boots this time of the year because it's colder and people don't mind, at least for me personally, but But I have to polish them and do all that extra, and I should do that in the evening when I'm goofing off.
Yeah, and even if you have to set reminders on your phone, or maybe just stuff on the wall that, a nice picture frame that says, just do it, like Nike, like, or, just some things that motivate you. Like I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put this in my shop or my little storage bin tomorrow. Do it. It's like, hey, Joey's saying, let's go. Yeah, let's go. That's a big thing, like I was saying about the notifications on my phone, like it's just a reminder, get up and list, or do some inventory, put some stuff on the computer or whatnot. There's a lot of factors in this business. It's not just I list it, I sell it, and I ship it. There's a lot more to it other than that,
Well, when I first started, I was so excited about it that I would take my pictures during the day, and then I would literally list when I was having it. I mean, it's quality time, but my husband and I like to watch TV together. Right. Well, I generally there's a few times where I'll let him watch something that I'm not real excited about, but I'm still in the room and we're still, if there's a commercial or if we stop or whatever. So I used to list during that time, and now I'm kind of like, I guess it's because I'm doing it so much during the day that in the evening I kind of want that break. But you just have to figure out the things that work.
Yep, exactly. And you have to fit it in your schedule. You know, and it's a hard thing to do. You know, sometimes you want to sleep in, but sometimes you got to wake up. You know, you got to get up and start the day. It's just like sourcing.
Ask Yinzer about that, sleeping in.
4 o'clock every day.
Oh, wow.
I get up. Well, usually I try to get up before, go to the gym, and then come home, package up the orders, then get ready for work, take the kids to the bus, then go to work, and then come home. So it's just, early mornings are. I'm a morning person anyway. So
right. So
I'd rather get up and just start my day, because there's sometimes we'll sleep until 7 on the weekends, and I wake up and I feel like half my day's wasted.
Right. Yeah. No, for real. I mean, that's why, Hustle and Hooks is a great example. I mean, just like kind of like you wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning and start your day, and it's just the grind. It's something that if you want it, you got to go get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
It doesn't come easy, and I mean, we've been selling on eBay for a long time, and then now we started the whole YouTube thing, and it's just a totally different animal compared to eBay. But it's
something that you can't let get the best of you. You just really just have to grind. Like, if it's something that you see, like, let's just say, Cincinnati Picker, you got to look at his thumbnails, or, if it's a different way of how you make videos, it's so hard to say. Like, it's not easy. I'm not a perfectionist, but I'm not a professional at it. I try the best that I can. But it's really just analyzing other people and not doing the same thing, but kind of doing similar, ways to look at it, don't give up, if this is something that you love, and, like I said, reach for the stars, don't give up. That's the biggest thing I could say.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes I think you have to watch what people want too, because certain YouTubers will do what they like to do, and it's just like, oh, they're doing that kind of a video again. This is my least favorite.
Right.
And so you just kind of, sometimes you tolerate it, and sometimes you just go, I think I'll wait till the next one.
Right. It's just all about what your viewers like. You got to see like how many views you got. It's all about the views. I don't even look at the subscribers anymore, but it's really just about the views. I care about all my subscribers, but you have to provide a reason why for them to watch that video. So it's just a mind game, really. It's almost like you want to grab them. Like, why are you wanting me to come into this live today? Like, it's just an attention grabber,
Yeah, without clickbaiting them. So
right. a little bit. You got to do it a little bit.
And I feel I don't know, maybe being in it now, it seems like there's just so many people doing it.
Right. And you can't let that affect you.
Correct.
You have to just say, hey, I want to be better than that person and grow. It's kind of like a plant. If you don't feed it water or sunlight, it's not going to grow, so you have to keep feeding that with water and sunlight, or it's just going to die, so it's a lot of hard work, just like it's listing, you have to go get the item, you have to bring it home, you got to clean it, and then you got to prep it or whatever and take pictures. Now it's listing it. So you have to just get at it. Let's go.
Well, then you're storing it too. You got to take up room for it.
Right. There's so much more into it than just buying something, listing it, and shipping it. Like I said earlier, it's a mind game.
So what's your favorite thing to list and sell?
Just finding that treasure, like finding something you have no idea about because it looks, like it catches your eye. And then you see like, wow, I could buy this for $4 and sell it for $100. That's crazy. But you also have to think about the fees, the taxes and everything after that. So after that $400 to $100 purchase, you're really looking at like $75 to $80 that, that gets taken out. And it's just, I love picking up like shoes. I love shoes, like hats, like vintage hats, like football hats. Like my friend, I think it's American Arbitrage, Carrie. He picked up a Rams vintage football hat, and it was blue. It has yellow lettering. It says Rams on it, but it has the corduroy, like like, you know, like the pants corduroy, but it's like in the hat. They sell for $80. I mean, hats in thrift stores go for $1. It's like finding that item, and it's just such a good feeling, you know. Like today or yesterday, I sold a igloo machine. It just makes ice. You put water in it and it makes ice, but it's a small, like handheld. It's like you could bring it like to the beach or something like that. And it makes ice, and you know, it's just a cool little thing. I bought it for $14 and I sold it for $89.99. So it's just those weird items that you see. It's like, what is that? You know, let me see what that is. And that's why I say your phone for eBay is your encyclopedia. Use it for the good, you know. Don't look at something and be like, wow, you know, this is a PlayStation 4 controller. They're selling at Goodwill for $20, but they're only selling for $25 on eBay. I wouldn't pick it up, you know. But if this was for you know, $4, I know this is going to sell because everybody wants a PlayStation controller, used or new. It's a good seller, and that's a whole nother thing, is looking at, you know, if there's 20 of these gloves, you know, football gloves on eBay, and there's only like 2 sold, I'm not going to pick this up, you know, because that's a waste of my time. Only 2 have sold in the last 90 days. Why waste your money $5 on this when it sells for $25? And it's just going to sit there, you know. You have to pay attention to those things. Just because you think it's cool doesn't mean it's going to sell, you know. I could talk about different, you know, scenarios.
The one wild card though that I think that's hard with it, if there's only 2 that sold, it's one thing, but when there's 50 on there and there's 5 to 10 that have sold, for me it's hard, because I think it's crazy how, and I still don't understand how I'll post something and it sells immediately, and then other people have stuff on there, and you can tell. Sometimes you can tell because their pictures are terrible, but there are other times where I'm just like, why did mine actually sell for more when others didn't? And I think it, you know, probably could be something as simple as the top rated seller thing. It could be because I had free returns. Sponsored. It could be a lot of different things, but
yeah, it could be that you promoted the listing. You know, there's all different things that can make it work, and pricing competitively. It's a whole ball game, you know, but do you want to sit in that item that only sells 5 times? That's 50. You know, there's 50 listed and it only sold 5 times. I'll pass all day long. It's not worth my time. I'd rather go find something else that's, you know, worth my time. And it's just, then you're not wasting money on inventory that now you're sitting on for, let's say, a year, when you could have took that $4 or $9 and bought a pair of shoes that, you know, that there's 5 listed and 30 sold. You know that's going to sell in the next, you know, month. You know, so. It's just being smart, really. So I'm excited.
Well, I think what I was alluding to is I'm kind of going through my death pile, money pile. And sometimes I'm just like, well, obviously Christmas stuff, I either list it now or it's going to have to be in storage for another, you know, 10 months or so. Or actually, it's only going to really probably sell until about that first week of December. And then after that, you're not going to probably even sell it. So it's kind of like you got 1 month pretty much, and then it's you know.
I mean, you know, like, let's just say, like, for the jackets or the boots that we were talking about earlier, that only sells, you know, during winter or fall or even spring a little bit. You know, it's, when I get something, I'm listing it, you know, like, I'm not going to wait until Christmas, you know, because what if they want to buy it in October? You know, they're thinking about, you know, like, let's just say right now it's November 2nd, you know, they're taking down their Halloween stuff, but they're thinking, hey, let's get started with Christmas, you know, or Thanksgiving. So I always say, I'm going to list my stuff exactly when I get it, because what if someone's looking for Easter stuff right now? They got excited about Halloween. They just moved into their new house and they're like, yo, I want to get Christmas stuff. I want to get, you know, Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's, and then there's Easter, you know? So I just say list it, you know, if you bought it, why not list it, you know? So that's my thoughts.
So the Hoogs want to know when you're going to do the disc golf tournament.
We were thinking about doing like a fundraiser thing for disc golf, like have a big disc golf tournament. maybe with like reseller items, kind of like you know how like they donate the toys for tots or something like that, kind of like a inventory thing for like resellers, and we all get together and just play disc golf, and whoever wins gets like a whole like thing of reseller items that like we brought. Like everyone brings like one item or something, and then we all go play disc golf, and you get first, you get like 20 items. If you get second, you get 10 items, or if you get third, you get like 5. So that would be sick. I mean, I would love to do that. Me and Drew were talking about it. So
that does sound fun though.
Yeah, just to get people together. I mean, it's kind of like a meetup, but like also having fun at the same time.
Have you done any of the meetups yet?
I've been to Cincinnati. I went to the reseller rally. It was supposed to be like 2 years or a year and a half ago, but they pushed it back because of COVID. But I finally got to go. I think it was in March, or no, not March. June. We went in June, and that was a blast. I met so many cool people there, like Cincinnati Picker, Lonnie, Matt Part-Time Pickers, Tesla Picker, Kat the Nurse Flipper, Paul Philly Flipper, Kayla Homeschooling Picker, like so many great people. Dante Personal Profit, you know, just he actually came to my house. We went thrifting one day, and he came and met up with me.
I saw that video.
Yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, a bunch of people. So
that was when he was going around. I think he went down to Kevin's place, and that's actually how I found out about him, when he started to do that stuff, watching other people's channels, and it's like, oh, who's this guy? And then
yeah, I like Dante. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, he's fun to talk to, and I know he just had his convention.
He had his convention in South Carolina. I couldn't go because I have just a bunch of stuff going on right now for myself.
Well, thank God I didn't go, because that was the day I got sick. So
wow.
I would have been around all these other resellers and with COVID, and yeah, that would have been fun.
That's
that would not have been fun at all.
I'm glad you're feeling better though. So
yeah, it's like, I know you had it too, so it's
yeah. I had it like in late, I think August and early September, and that was wow. I can't even believe it how crazy that was. But,
I mean, we've been going back and forth trying to get you on.
I know, and I was
since then, pretty much, even before that.
I actually had to cancel Flip the World as well, and I'm actually doing a live with him on this Thursday. So I'm glad that we got to rekindle the live. So
I'm glad we could finally get it worked out, even though we have internet issues tonight. But that's
actually, you're doing pretty good right now.
Okay, I haven't clicked on anything,
no, you're doing good.
I'm not clicking on anything. I'm responding from my phone, and it's definitely it's just one of those nights.
Nah, man, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, it's so. I thought whenever I asked about what you like to pick up, you were going to say Skechers, and now because every time I see a pair, every time I see a pair, I laugh and I just leave it.
See, like, you know, a lot of people have their thing, like, you know, with like other different resellers. You know, Drew, I don't even know what he hates. He loves everything like to resell, but he loves like rock band like stuff, and he's known for that. Like me, I'm known for like the shape ups, you know. But it's so funny, like that's what makes people smile, like while they're thrifting, you know. Like I provided that, you know, happiness for them, even though it's not happy when that happened to me. But you know, they see shape ups and they're like, "That's Joey," you know, or they see Goofy. You know, like a Goofy plush, you know, at Dis or not at a thrift store, and they think of me, and that's cool. It's like you leave a trademark, and it's cool.
So why did you pick Goofy as your favorite character?
I don't know. I've always loved Goofy since I'm little.
He does the impersonation though.
I do Mickey Mouse, but like Goofy is. I've been trying to learn how to do it. It's so hard. I don't know why it's hard for me, but I could do Mickey Mouse like perfect.
Well, you have to do it before you leave, because I know my kids will be watching this. Because it's funny, because like you go to Disney, and Disney's just you walk in there and everything it feels weird. It's different.
Yeah, I mean,
it is honestly magical.
It is. You could literally stand at Magic Kingdom, literally in the walk, like when you first walk in and Main Street. I could just sit there and watch people walk in, because you could see everyone's excitement. Like, there's the castle, you know, and you like, instead of like seeing it on YouTube or in pictures or wherever you see, Disney, you're seeing it in real life and seeing those people excited over a castle is just, it's awesome. I like seeing people happy. That's how I am. Just love being excited for life because you only live once. So you just be yourself. And that's how I live.
And then you think about how much people spent to go there.
Right.
So what is your favorite
pass? An annual pass is like $800, but it's so worth it. Like I go like 50 times a year, so it's it's worth it for me.
I know, because I mean, like for us to go, we have to fly down, we have to get a hotel room. It's like it adds up, but
it does. Trust me.
We do have fun. So
go ahead. Sorry.
So what's your favorite park down there?
I like Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is my favorite. It has like the big tree of life there.
Yeah.
It has like all the animals on the tree. And if you look in detail, like you can see like a million animals. I know there's not a million, but there's so many different animals. And there's like so many cool rides there. Like the Yeti ride, that roller coaster is fun.
They got Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage, that ride is crazy.
We waited an hour. Oh, we had a fast pass for that one and waited.
When it first came out, I waited 4 hours in line because I actually came early in the park as well at like 6 in the morning. Waited in line. I don't even know how it was 4 hours. There was so many people riding this ride. It's literally the best ride they've ever made in the world.
It's well worth it to wait.
Yeah, it's definitely well worth it. So different.
Yeah, I think I'd have to say I think mine might be Hollywood Studios now.
Well, now because dude, when I first went like in 2013, I've always been to Disney, but like when I first got my annual pass to go a lot, Hollywood Studios was just Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. That was it, and they had the Indiana Jones show, and you really look at the park and it's like there's nothing here, but they amped it up. They got Toy Story Land now. They've got the Star Wars Land, which is crazy cool.
We haven't been there for Star Wars yet. We were there. They were still building it. We were there. The last time we were there was the year that Toy Story opened.
Right. Yeah. Star Wars Land is so worth it. Like, it's so awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so.
I'm not either, but it's so cool.
See, now that's the reason I would go. That's about the only reason I would go. We went to Orlando last spring, and it was like our daughter's senior trip. And my husband said, "So do you want to go to Epcot? Do you want to go?" Now, don't get me wrong. It was during COVID, so there wasn't a whole lot that was open. And we had heard rumors that like Epcot Center was about a fourth of what it normally is because it's so much nationality type kind of. At least that's what I was trying to understand. Anyway, so I was like, I'm not even tempted because when you think about it, for me, it's always more about the children and whatever. So we ended up going a completely different direction. Now, the Star Wars part, I would have went to. I'd have loved it because I am a big Star Wars fan.
That's awesome.
I didn't even know that option was there.
Toy Story Land, though, is just.
I am your father.
It's just all the detail. It's just all the detail they put in everything, though.
Yeah.
I mean, every little piece, and I don't know. I wish I did live down there so I could get the annual pass, and
it's awesome. It's so well worth it.
And just go all the time.
For real.
And see, I'm not a roller coaster person either. So.
Really? Oh.
No, or heights.
I'll do.
I hate heights, but like I feel secure. Like if I know I'm holding on as tight as possible, I'm fine.
No, I hate the ride over. I think it's in Epcot. It's the Soarin'.
Oh yeah, I get scared. On
I panic on that.
Fall off. I feel like I'm gonna fall off.
Well, it's funny because we rode that, then the next day we went to Animal Kingdom and rode Flight of Passage, and I remember because they say Flight of Passage. You're up there pretty high, and
if you look down, like if you're in the third floor, there's 3 levels. If you're on the third level, you're looking down. It's like, dude, that's actually really high.
It's like 30 or 50 stories down. So I even asked them. I said, "Can I ride on the lower level?" And they said, "Yeah." They put me down there, but you honestly don't even know.
Yeah,
that ride was our favorite, though.
No.
Trust me, you have to go watch some YouTube videos of that ride because it doesn't do it justice. But
Well, literally, like when you sit in there, you're strapped in. There's no way you can fall out.
But you're really not moving either, though. Like
you're really just kind of like, it's like soaring, but different. Like it's just the experience is just different.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't remember what our daughter went through, but we went down to the old mall area where all the really cool cars are in Orlando, and it was something that went up and around.
That's a Ferris wheel.
What's that?
That's a Ferris wheel?
No, this was like a slingshot or something, and she went on it over and over. I was just like, oh. I just watched and filmed. That was it. Well, Orlando I said, nope, you go right ahead.
Orlando has a gigantic Ferris wheel down there too.
Yeah, it was right. It was in that same area, but I don't. It's not the slingshot either. It's this. It's just one straight thing, and it just goes. It just continues to. I'll think of it when I get off air. About midnight tonight, I'll be like, oh,
that's what it was. So how much competition do you have down there? Like is there other YouTubers, other resellers, or?
I usually run into a couple of viewers, which is fun. Like it's cool just to be like, Joey, what's up? I'm like, what's up? Like, how are you? It's you can't think of it as competition. Whoever's there's first is there first. I mean, it's first come, first serve, but you have to be attentive to, what you're getting, like for me, I always go to the racks first. Like if they have racks pulled out, that's the new inventory. So I want to run there first and see if I can find anything good. But yeah, there's so much competition where I'm at. I mean,
so do you pretty much just like to do the bins, or do you go to certain Goodwills, or
I don't
a little bit of everything?
I don't even have a bins near me, which stinks. But the closest one is like 2 hours away from me, which is like Orlando or down like in Fort Lauderdale, which is like an hour and a half. But that's too far for me. I would have to take a whole day to go out there. But with the competition thing, you just gotta get out there, be aggressive almost a little bit, and just get out there. And it's hard because I can see the same people now. Like I see like, all right, that's a reseller, or you can tell like that's just people just looking around having fun, or like I can tell like the people who are in there because we kind of act the same, all of us. We're trying to work fast and trying to find all the good stuff.
And they're going to pass up stuff too that then you're going to grab it, and same you're going to you might miss something. And I always say we are looking for the same thing, but we're not.
Right. And that's why I always go back over to, if someone's already looking at something, I know they're a reseller, I'm still going to look. And I have found stuff that, are worth a lot of money, but people don't have that knowledge, not that I know everything, but it's when you learn
and sometimes
so
they don't
much.
like to list. They don't like to list that certain thing. There are some people that they only do clothing. They will not do shoes. They will not do this. They will not do that. They don't care if that's a collector's piece of whatever.
Right.
Doesn't care. They're just like, nope.
Exactly.
There's a man that is like number one in several categories, and the only thing that he will sell is something that fits in that. I think it's the priority cardboard, or maybe in the
like
padded mailer.
The padded flat rate.
Yeah, padded flat rate mailer. And he's like, if it doesn't fit in there, I don't care. I'm not selling it. Because he wants that standard set thing. And then when he stores everything, and there's a lot to be said about, if you've got 500 items, you don't want to have to be like, okay, which bin is it in? Which is, you want to be able to, and he doesn't have 500. He's got more like 50,000. I mean, it's just an insane amount.
That's a lot.
I can't remember what he goes by, but again, my memory. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. That age thing will get you.
I love using those padded flat rate envelopes.
Oh, when it fits, it ships, man.
My gosh, those things are the best. I might have to start doing that. Just ship everything in those.
Right?
It'll take up so much less space.
They really do.
Yeah.
Good idea, Angie. Thank you.
Well, there's a lot to be said, though, about the other day I was all set to put one in there, and then I thought, it doesn't weigh very much. And I had a box ready to roll, and I wrapped it in my pad, and it was actually brass deer, Christmas deer, and they fit in this little tiny box, wrapped it in some bubble wrap, and it was like $1.50 cheaper. And I thought, well, that was probably almost as fast. Not quite, but it maybe was a minute slower. But I thought for the $1.50 I saved in shipping, yeah.
Mm-hmm. True.
And it just depends on how much effort you got to go through.
Yeah, the effort is.
I wouldn't have made my own box by any means.
I try not to make my own boxes anymore.
Oh no.
Unless you really have to.
So do you ever go on listing binges then, Joey? Like, have you ever done the 100 listings or whatever in so much time, or do you always try to? I really think the eBay algorithm rewards you for being consistent. Even if I'm only doing 5 listings a day, I will start selling 3, 4, 5, 6 items a day. But if I'm selling nothing, listing nothing, it's just like all of a sudden the water fountain shuts off.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, I'm not listing.
Yeah, and that's why I shoot for at least 15 a day is a great number. I mean, it's just grinding it out. I mean, if you think about it, I'm going to give you guys a great example. I've actually been trying this and it actually really works. If you're looking up the stuff, let's just say you're at a garage sale or even Goodwill or Salvation Army or wherever you thrift or wherever you get your items. What I've been doing is I'm looking at, if I find an item that I think that I know works or that I know that sells, I'll look up that item, see what the solds are. If it's good, I'll create that. I'll sell similar right there and have it in my drafts already. And then I'll also go to the price, fit the price, put the price in. And now all I have to do is fill everything out when I get home and when I list, when I'm listing.
That's a really good idea.
So now you're saving time on, now you have to grab that item and be like, what is this again? Find that one item that's yeah, that's it right there. That's the one that sold. And now you're wasting time doing that. So maybe when you guys are out, that's a great tip for you guys to,
right.
So you literally have it in drafts and it's like, the listing's almost done. All I have to do is take pictures, So
right.
It's a great way to look at it. That's how I've taught my people. So
I like that idea.
I do that too when I'm waiting for my dumb photos to upload, because sometimes I'll do 10 photos, click, super fast. It's no big deal, but it's like, oh, they're taking forever. So I just get out, start doing my other stuff, then come back, and it's like, oh, double check the photos or whatever. And it's just like, I'm so glad I started doing that, because when I first started, it was like I was waiting, and I'm like, this is killing a lot of time.
Yeah,
those little things add up.
It is. I mean, really think about how much time you have in the day. First of all, if you have kids, or I don't have kids, so it's making your time better. Why waste your time when you already looked up that item and you already looked up how many sold or how many this, how many that, how much it goes for? Just put that in really quick, it saves you on time and actually kind of motivates you to be like, I have that draft ready. All I have to do is take pictures and add in shipping or, add in the item specifications, and stuff like that. And it should almost kind of motivate you to keep listing,
Janine stopped in the chat and she just wanted to remind you or let you know that she hit the thumbs up while she was here.
That's right.
And also to check your email. She said to check your email.
I will.
So, she asked me to tell you that because, we were talking and all that.
Awesome.
Mike's having internet. I thought I was the only one that had internet issues.
No, usually it is you.
Hey, and we don't even have an echo. I might have to keep this, but except for I feel like I'm is it my shirt that makes me look red? I'm so colorblind. I really am.
It's kind of like, I'm sure you've watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where the girl's like the blueberry and she turns blue. That's kind of what you
I am. Like. I think I'm red.
Right? Yeah, you do look red.
Red from the well, in this light, I can see that the light is putting off like a yellow. It's probably one of those weird soft lights. Right. I should have. Mike's always telling me I need to set up a little bit earlier, but
it's crazy. I seriously
I was listening, believe it or not.
I got on a half hour early and restarted at least 5 times. And I honestly thought there was at one point, I'm like, I'm not going to get in.
Right.
I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I know you can't stay long, Joey. We do appreciate you coming
by.
I
appreciate you guys. I love doing these lives.
But we need the Mickey impersonation though.
Oh boy! Oh. Hey there, pal! It's me, Mickey Mouse. Oh.
Can you say hi to Minnie? Because Michaela is a Minnie fan, so call her Minnie Michaela, maybe.
I just almost talked like Elmo. I've never said Minnie before. Let me try it.
Oh well, Michaela, maybe.
Oh, hey there, Minnie Michaela. Oh. Oh man,
I love it. I'm sure she loved it. Oh,
are you sure you've never been Mickey down there?
Listen, that's one of the things in life that I want to like. I want to be like a character, like not like a Disney character, but I would love to be on like a TV show, like being a character or something.
I think it would be awesome if you could go around and dress up like Mickey and you could. You're talking about Toys for Tots. Wouldn't that be amazing to hand out toys at Christmas time and you could dress up like Mickey?
That's so funny.
And you could just say the same thing, more or less,
Oh, hey there, pal. Oh boy.
Yeah. I think that's fantastic.
Thank you. I also do Elmo.
Where's the soundbite? Raw.
So that's funny.
Our youngest is a huge Elmo fan. It's like
really, dude. I will send you. How old's your kids?
2, 7, and 10.
Oh wow, that's perfect. Just send me their names and I'll make a video and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Aw, that's cool.
Definitely do that.
Because Elmo loves you.
Aww, that's wonderful.
You need to do a whole live in one of those voices.
It's hard. It's hard to keep up with it because then I need like 10 gallons of water to try to, keep talking like that.
Wow.
That's great.
Think of the money you could be making. You could be the relief guy.
That's funny.
No, that's great. Well, we do appreciate you coming by.
Dude, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I always love coming on the lives, and I love doing this. Thank you.
Glad we can finally get you on, and I think for sure, if you want to stay on for a little bit more, Angie, we could do that.
I have one last question for Joey.
Okay.
Joey, you're always like, let's go. So I'm going to challenge you myself, and I just wanted to say, what do you want to do in the next 6 months to a year? Where are we going to see Joey Bada Bing so that we can say, we had him on our show back when he was at least approachable. Now he's, whatever.
Right.
You want to be Mickey?
I want to be Mickey.
You should apply.
I should, really. Me being full-time, I've been full-time since like late July. I have the reselling down pat. That's what I really wanted to focus on. But now I really want to get really deep into YouTube. I know I've been saying it. I've just been going through a lot this last couple months. But as stuff moves on and stuff gets put into place and I have my storage unit and stuff where everything's organized, everything's ready to go, I'm literally going to hit YouTube and just have fun with it. I'm not the type of I'm an entertainer. Like that's what I am. I'm a reseller that is an entertainer as well that wants to make YouTube videos about it. And I'm really excited for the future because I know the potential is there. I just have to do it. Like I told you guys, just being consistent on listing, making YouTube videos, keep going live, talking to your viewers, just really having fun what you're doing. If you're not having fun, I don't know what you're doing, so just keep it up. And that's really just being consistent with YouTube. That's my big thing right now is just making sure that videos get put out, making sure that I'm listing at least 15 items a day, and really just being happy. That's the biggest thing in my life is just taking my little brother to go do fun things or just hanging out with my family, having dinner with them, because there's more in this life than just working.
Right.
That's why
that's important to know.
And that's why I have this job that I actually don't even consider it a job. I wake up every day happy. Who wants to go to a job that's 9 to 5 every single day? Right. I mean, I feel bad for these people, but you learn. That's why I learned how to be my own boss. But there's also a lot of factors to it. I'm young as well. If I was, I was working at the post office for 4 years, but I started when I was, late 19 to 20. And now I don't have health insurance, but that's fine because I'm going to find health insurance. I'm still looking for it. I just had a crazy last couple months. It's everything will be put into place. I'm young, I'm healthy. I try to eat as healthy as possible. And just have fun. Like, that's it. Why do I have to work until I'm 62 or 64 and then live my life?
Right.
I want to live my life now, but also do it smart as well. Do my investments, Roth IRA, investing into crypto. That's another big thing in life right now is the crypto side. It's like stocks, but it's different. You could trade at any time. There's so many ways to make money. Like Josh Harry Tornado said, he's not really a reseller anymore. He's an entrepreneur. And that's a big word. Is you can do anything in this life. You just have to put your mind to it, So.
Have you ever heard of the E-Myth book?
No, I haven't.
E-Myth might be something for you to read.
Really?
Talks about being an entrepreneur, and the biggest thing that they say is to streamline your eBay business or anything for that matter, so that anybody can do it, because that's kind of what McDonald's did. And look at how McDonald's turned out to be. So, let's say you get sick tomorrow. You want your brother to be able to just pop right in and be able to say, hey, the shoes are up there or whatever. If you have a system and everything's right there ready to roll, it won't be a big deal.
Exactly. That's a big key. Staying organized.
E-Myth.
Okay. That's awesome. I'll look that up.
Anyway. So, well, thanks for coming. We're glad to have you. You got to come back again. I think you should come back Memorial Day or right around Memorial Day, or maybe sooner, and give us an update and tell us how. That's in May. So May? I don't know, maybe in spring.
Okay, yeah.
How about St. Patrick's Day weekend, or that week?
Sure.
Let's see, March Madness. Oh yeah.
March Madness, baby.
No. I better leave you alone for March Madness. I'm sure you're one of them that really.
I'm not a big college fan. I love basketball. I love football. I love baseball. I'm just not really a big college fan. I don't know why.
You're missing out. Iowa's a good team, man.
Really?
I'm from Iowa.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Woo-hoo. Go Hawks. I know nothing about sports, just so you know, but I know who the coach is. How's that? Right. I hear about it in the news once in a while, but
that's awesome.
People will say, "How did Iowa do today?" And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, listen to the news. So.
That's funny.
Anyway, thanks again for coming on, and we look forward to having you again.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Mike. I really do appreciate you guys. I love doing this. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to stay on for a little bit, Angie?
Sure.
Okay,
bye, guys.
See ya.
All right. See ya, Joey. Take care. And now it's just us. Well, we got to talk about next week for sure. At least let's talk about this listing thing.
Let's have a listing. Let's have a listing party next week.
Okay.
See how many.
And we'll invite people to pop on if they want to pop on for a few minutes while they're listing.
Yeah, maybe we could do that. We'll figure it out.
We're going to do our regular time though next week, right? 8 o'clock.
I think so. I mean,
9 o'clock your time.
I do like the 8 o'clock, but yeah, I'd definitely do 9. Especially now, it's like I gotta be up at 4, but
okay.
Yeah, it's like I came in from work and I told my wife, I was like, I just feel whooped, and it's that sugar detox, just getting all that nastiness out.
No sugar. Ooh.
Well, it's funny. I was reading something about it about drinking the whole black coffee, and a lot of people say that when they do this challenge, they're like. They realize that they end up liking a little bit of coffee in their cream. And I think that's how I was. So it's definitely a challenge, but I mean, hey, you got to stay healthy. Like Joey said, you got to be healthy to enjoy life.
It is really important. I'm so impressed that he said that he has no addictions. I'm like, how do you not have any addictions? That's awesome.
Well, I heard that in their chat last night when when Drew said that Joey just eats chicken and broccoli. And it's like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But you can do it, but you also, I also look at it too. You still have to have fun in life. You still have to enjoy it. Enjoy what you like. Yep. I mean, it doesn't matter how healthy you are when it's your time, it's your time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I look at it. But you can maybe do things to hopefully prolong it a little bit.
Right. And I think it's important that, you don't want anything controlling your life. People make a big joke about coffee being their addiction. And I think, like you said, it's fun. It's great to have fun, even with, I can't live without my caffeine. But when it's push come to shove, it is important to not have that be such a focus of your life too.
I think I could definitely quit coffee, but this was the worst time to start this diet because we have so much candy in this house from trick or treat. And I'm like, I walk past the bag and there's all these full size candy bars, and I'm just like we were in the car yesterday, and I had peanut M&Ms in there, and I told my kids, I was like, here, you guys eat these, because if you don't eat them, I'm eating these in the morning. Like,
I can't be doing that.
And I do apologize
now when you're trying to detox.
I know, and I do apologize to everybody in the chat. I cannot really click on anybody's chat because it freezes up on me. So it was one of those nights that my computer just did not want to do this. But even restarting multiple times.
Well, Big Thrift Philly says that he started keto about a month ago. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've done the keto and it's worked. But my problem with keto, as soon as I get off of it, it's over. Like,
as far as what do you mean?
Like it seems like every time I did keto, I put the weight right back on.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can't keep it off after you take it off.
And honestly, I like the whole keto idea. I like that was probably one of the easiest diets for me to do, because it was just like you can eat there's so much stuff that you can. Yeah, see, keto works, but hard to stay on. It's definitely hard, and I've done it a couple of times. And the one I'm doing right now is the same one that Baldy Pal just did. And I looked into it. My wife's joining me, and so far, it's the whole first week is basically just cutting out the sugar and detoxing it. That's what it is. And they say after those first couple of days, you feel amazing because you're getting all that processed sugars out. And I do feel good, but hey, it's just 8 weeks. It's crazy. The end of the 8 weeks, my last day is Christmas.
It'll be like, let's have party time.
Where's all the cookies? But we're going out to eat Friday night. So, but you know what? That's gonna be my one cheat meal. I think we're gonna get sushi and.
Oh yeah, because you said that. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna overkill it. I'm just gonna. Yeah. So we're still gonna enjoy life, but it's.
Right.
I'm telling you, ever since I had COVID, it was like it's time to get back in shape. Because I was thinking.
Can you smell and taste anything yet? Because didn't you say that you had problems with?
I can smell when it's under my nose, and there's still certain things I can't taste, but it's slowly coming back. Yes, Big for Philly. I also love potatoes as well, and I can't have any right now.
Oh yeah, potatoes. That's our biggest. It's really tough.
Like baked potatoes.
We do the keto basically all week, and then Sunday is kind of a cheat splurge day or whatever, and that's when we do our potatoes. And so we're not really doing keto as much as we are just kind of staying off of all the carbs and all that, which I know that's generally keto, but to do real keto, I think you got to go into ketosis where you stay off of them for
which is
2 or 3 weeks, and it's really tough.
And Mike just said Mike said he was doing it too, and he's got to do it again. He quit smoking twice before. Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, and Rosilla reviews.
Well, that's why I was saying it's so hard not to have a bad habit. I'm impressed that Joey doesn't have something.
I know.
That's awesome.
It's there's a lot of people. There's other people I know that are like that too. And I'm like, how? Like.
Right.
My kids don't drink my kids don't drink pop, but every now and then they do. But it was funny. My oldest said the other day, she was eating something unhealthy, and she's like, I'm going to balance it out with some good stuff too. I'm like, that's not how this works. Like, but enjoy it now while you can, because when you get older, it's harder to come off. And Mike said he quit drinking. I had a beer the other night, and it honestly just did not taste right, because I just think my taste buds are just so screwed up right now that it's nuts. Yeah, one cheat day a week is great.
Yeah, you see that if you quit smoking, instant 10 to 15 pounds Gain.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that by a lot of people. Yeah.
I smoked a while ago, a long time ago, and I quit. But every now and then I'll have a cigar, and it's yeah.
I haven't drank for 26, 27 years. I can't remember, 90,
geez. Whatever.
Doesn't matter. The point is that I don't miss it either. It's just one of those things. But my dad was a lifelong alcoholic, so it's kind of one of those things that it's But my dad is, it's all about your lifestyle.
Exactly. That's what my dad's recovering, but there's some times you go tailgating and have a whiskey or some scotch, and just as long as you don't overdo it, because anything can become an addiction.
Whiskey or scotch, though?
Yeah.
Huh.
But anything can become an addiction, though. I mean, eBay's an addiction sometimes. Right. YouTube. Yep. I mean, all this stuff is really an addiction. It's just how you handle it.
I was looking for my Diet Cherry Pepsi, and I've got it that I usually have one Diet Cherry Pepsi, and then I have a couple of caffeinated Kool-Aids throughout the day. Yeah. Just because I get bored with drinking it. It's like
I was hooked on. I
don't do coffee because of the creamer thing.
Yeah, I was hooked on this Pure Leaf. It's Pure Leaf tea. It was a sweet tea, but it was 0 sugar and everything.
Oh, sure.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, and I think I'll be having one Friday. And actually, I might even be able to have it now. I think. I don't know.
Big Thrift Philly says, I smoked for 6 months and felt like I was having an asthma attack. Yep. Waking to the subway, and luckily kicked that, but chewed for 10 years and quit that like 3 years ago. They say that a lot of men that, quit smoking, they go to chewing first, or they just go to chewing and stay chewing. Yeah, you still chew, don't you?
Yeah.
You still chew a little bit?
Yeah, I keep hearing about that too.
And he's right. Get the Celestial Seasonings tea. True blueberry raspberry zinger. Raspberry zinger is amazing. Or the berry zinger. Any of the berry zinger.
This chat goes back up, but I'm going to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, we've
any
had
of the berries. All you want is berry. Berry, anything berry. I like the chai tea as well. There's a chai tea Bigelow. Oof, I love that. It's a vanilla. But it depends on if you like pumpkin pie. I'm a pumpkin pie person, so that chai tea reminds me of pumpkin pie.
I was just thinking that come Thanksgiving, I won't be able to have, I'm gonna have to the pie is gonna be the tough part for me, because I'm not like a huge chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. I'm not a big cake fan. I like a good apple pie, cherry pie, pumpkin pie, but. Yeah, that's Pittsburgh Philly. That's the pouches. The pouches are. Yeah, that's what I use. So I also drink catnip tea to cure sore throats.
Oh, catnip's pretty good. Yep.
I've never. Heard
what's the other one? Have you ever done the sleepy time? There's a sleepy time sickness, overall fitness, health. I don't remember, but something but it's sleepy time with echinacea and something else in it, and that's good stuff.
No, I've never tried.
So he does the pouches, and have you ever tried grind pouches?
Well, I think those are coffee grounds, actually.
No grind. Oh, I thought grinds, but yeah, I was thinking, what's the beef jerky stuff?
I don't know.
There's beef jerky that you can put in your lips too, but I don't think it's grinds. I think it's like I think you said coffee is. You have to tell.
I know. Actually, it's funny. I know that you have one. There's one. There's a podcast I listen to, and they always have an ad on there. They're pouches with CBD in it.
Oh.
And they say that actually helped too. Mm-hmm. There's so many different
coffee
things.
Coffee pouches, yeah.
Yeah.
The grinds is a coffee thing, yeah.
That's another thing to quit at some point here soon. So it's just
there you go.
One thing after another. I get through this diet first.
Yeah.
It's just you get stressed out, and I mean, yeah.
He says frugal off grid. He is a YouTube guy. He makes green, blue, red tea, mixes it himself, and it's good. Huh. Interesting.
I do like tea though.
Yeah. I like tea, but I like it really sweet.
Exactly, Big Thrift Philly. One thing at a time. I know come next Tuesday, the one thing they tell you to do is do not look at the scale these 8 weeks. So, which is tough for me because when I go on a diet, I want to look at the scale. I want to see results now. But like I know now.
Yeah, but don't you feel like a lot of times I can tell when I feel like, oh, I don't know what I've been eating, but I feel fluffy. And then there are other times where I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I must be doing something right.
or like you go out to eat and you come home and you just feel just bloated and just like tired because you just ate so many carbs and whatnot. And it's just, I hate that feeling. I really do. Mm-hmm. So this time I was like, you know what? I stepped on the scale, I think Sunday morning. I'm like, I'm not doing it because I know, because I've done this before. I've done other diets before. Actually, the last time we went to Disney, I was looking at pictures and it was like the smallest I've been in a long time. But things happen. COVID happens. And,
I
mean,
yeah.
It's just, but we have a gym by our house too that I go to, and it's $100 for the year. And it's like, you can't beat it.
Nice. That's not bad at all.
And he's open 24/7. So that's why I can go early. And then, I mean, we have a bike upstairs that my wife uses. So
yeah, I have a treadmill, but it's covered in inventory.
Mike bought land sight unseen and moved to Arizona.
No, the dude, the channel guy.
Oh.
The frugal off-grid bought the land.
I used to love McDonald's sweet tea too.
Well, listen, my husband got home pretty late tonight, and I'm going to.
No, that works.
And I think we've had some good time on here, but
we did.
If anybody wants to list with us next week, we invite you to come on. You can be backstage and party with us, or you can challenge us, or you can challenge yourself. See if you can get your stuff all prepped and ready for the big night and see what you can come up with.
I'm gonna try what Joey said about when you scan it somewhere, save it as a draft.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
great idea.
Yeah, because you're not looking it up twice then. You can even do it when you get back to your car in a way too.
Right. Yeah. And I have a tendency to do that. So I might not have internet where I'm at, but I might be like, oh, I really like that shirt. I'm sure that that's good because it's such and such brand. Yeah. And then, like you said, you look it up in the car. Well, instead of just moving on to the next item, save it for later. And at least you've got that much done. That's an awesome time saver. Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah.
No, sounds good.
All right.
I do appreciate everybody coming by and sticking with us through internet issues, and it was a fun time. So we'll be back next week. It was nice. Yeah, we'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time, back to our normal time. So yeah, we'll great. We'll see everybody next week. So hopefully everybody.
Okay, thanks for stopping, everybody.
Yeah.